put it all on yourself, when it's your fault and your wins, when you own it, that's when it starts happening.
It's all about mindset. That's it, man. You have to change the dialogue within your head.
And your opinion, what you feel, is stronger than anything else. Like I said before, winners, their belief overrides the disbelief of the crowd every single time. So no matter what happens, they believe in themselves when no one else is out there. That's the life you want to live. That's the life you can live. That's the life you better start living.
So there is an ending to this world, and there is somewhere to go. There's a judgment. You're going to get there, you might see a chart. And that chart may tell you who you should have been. And then you get the rest of your life to think about that. How I could live a much better life. I just would have just suffered a little bit more. I just would have went in that shit and realized I had so much more. But fear and the 40% living here versus living here, being afraid. Stop me.
I can't make a track team. I didn't even know I could.
Yes, you can. All right, you train, you fight way harder than those other guys, and you win. You get out from under. You can do this, Lou. Just gotta believe you can.
I'm a big guy in visualizing. I'm a big guy in making a world. It may not exist.
The things that you want to possess, they're all uphill. Once I know that's where they are, I'll begin to put forth the effort, the energy, the time to get there.
What you're saying is that you have to do those things. You have to suffer, you have to live in it, you have to be comfortable in it, and then maybe some of that shit will help you a little bit along the way. We all want to read about how we can quickly get somewhere. That's why the 6-minute abs are also so powerful. To make it some results from it is not permanent. The permanent result comes from
Pop number 2.
Again, I say it all the time.
This is what the fuck I do.
You have to suffer. You have to make that a tattoo on your brain, so when that hard time comes again, you don't forget it. I've been through this, I've been through that. And then remind yourself, I'm a bad motherfucker.
We all live in this bubble. What you gotta do to get the life that God wants you to have, you gotta put more air in your bubble. You got to blow your bubble up, expel in your comfort zone. Success is not a comfortable procedure. It is a very uncomfortable thing to attempt. So you got to get comfortable being uncomfortable.
Pop number 3. Get off that ass and come get it with me.
The whole universe is change, and life itself is but what we deem it. What it means is that things are going to happen. You are going to have experiences in life. Almost all of the important impacts of how those experiences change you are going to be the story that you tell yourself about what that experience means.
When you come out of the storm, you won't be the same person that walked into it. That's what the storm is all about. When you can't control what's happening to you, control how you respond to it. That's where your power is.
You know, what I try to do is just try to be still and understand that things come and go. Emotions come and go.
4, 5,
thing is to
6,
accept
7,
them all,
8,
to embrace them all, and then you can choose to do with them.
Pop number 4. We still got 660 more. Find a towel, find the floor.
Fear, doubt, disbelief. Free your mind.
So on that journey, as I started getting more and more into my mind, I started realizing that what I'm capable of doing, my mind got stronger. So the pain in my knees, while it sucked, I've been doing it for so long. It was like it became my new norm. Like, okay, my knees hurt. Okay, stop. You know, and I call it like I'm stop feeling sorry for yourself, but you sometimes have to ignore your feelings.
1,
Job you do.
2,
Planning
3,
your escape.
4,
and you have to
5,
come to the realization
6,
very clearly
7,
that you fucked up.
8,
You got yourself stuck.
9.
So whatever you're doing, you have to
Pop number 5.
do it like
Thank God I'm still alive.
Depends on it.
You understand that life has a cyclical nature where it's, you know, what you do on Monday is fantastic, but then Tuesday is a bad day. But guess what? There's Wednesday. So are we just supposed to live our lives like this the whole time? You know, versus just staying like this, understanding that it's really just a journey of evolution every day. It's just constant improvement, constant curiosity, constant getting better. The results don't really matter.
The object of whatever's in front of you. If you keep on attacking something, nothing wants to stand in front of anything that is meaningless. Nothing.
And anytime you have any kind of discourse, or you could be subject to the discomfort of the situation.
1,
Your body remembers
2,
that,
3,
and your body's just the
4,
messenger
5,
of a computer right here. It just delivers whatever this says.
8.
If you start thinking you can't do it, and that pain's like, oh, it feels, I get the pain.
Pop number
body's gonna
6.
tell your pain,
Just for fucking
the
kicks.
boss of the world. Hey man, we can do it. Bullshit. It's like a little bitch your body is. It's just like, okay, we're done.
The past is real, but the one thing we do is we allow to control our lives, and we get off the log. When it's time to get back on the log.
That's what it like flows out of you, like you pull the plug.
Pop number
when
7.
You're sinking all the water, all the
Say a
pressure
prayer.
goes. It's a greater
Up your hand at number 7.
Let what you can't do in the moment interfere with what you know you can do.
And by simply going through the motions, you overcame that. You stayed on the righteous path, the disciplined path. No, keep going.
Somewhere along the line, figure out how to just go as hard as you can, but also enjoy.
1,
Try to
2,
enjoy, because
4,
that changes the whole
6,
tone of the experience, and I think
8,
that makes you more
9,
successful. I really do, because I think you
10.
have more energy.
Pop number 8.
focus, and
Feeling
you
good.
collect
Looking
better
great.
energy around you from other people.
There's 2 options. Continue forward instead. Is replaced by regret. Right now, it's your choice. Stand up, dig in, mind up those problems and confront them, face them, fight them. Do not let them bring you down. In fact,
1,
let
2,
those challenges
4,
raise you up.
5,
Let them
6,
elevate you.
7, 8.
They're right. And sometimes good things fall apart, so better things fall together.
Bob's out here pushing real hard, but we're afraid to go to that dark side. In your mind, when you push real hard, you have this door in your mind. And a lot of us don't want to open that door. If you have the courage to stay there long enough, your eyes will start to adjust to the darkness.
Huge life, huge business, badass physical
2,
condition,
3,
awesome lifestyle.
5.
All these things
6,
go into what I want. You know,
The 3rd fucking grade.
If you want to push harder, know this. Your mind quits way before your body does. So you have to be willing to go way into that darkness and find more of yourself. Stay hard.
You cannot fucking lose if you win every day. You can't lose. There is no X factor. There is no magic. There is no failure villain that's going to come in and your shit up, bro.
Consequence, the more epic the hero. And if you think about the difference between winners and losers, winners define themselves by what they mean.
You know, weight loss program, or mom and dad waking you up saying you can do it, you can be better, trying to build belief. You built belief when you had nothing. Rock bottom.
That's why when you think about mentality of greatness, there's no breaks. Monday on top of Tuesday, Tuesday on top of Wednesday, Wednesday on top of Thursday, Thursday on top of Saturday. That's not over. That's not over. True greatness is always evolving. True greatness is always evolving. It never stays the same. The comfort zone will stay the same.
You're supposed to seek comfort. I don't think you are. I think you're supposed to seek lessons. You're supposed to seek difficult tasks and accomplishments. And through those things and through that struggle, I will now have a better day. And I better fucking do it again tomorrow.
But what makes this crazy, I'm crazy. They put a title on us. You know what a title does to people? A title is the greatest separator of all time.
A lot of us delay our happiness. When I get to this level, when I get my degree, when I get the kids, when I get married, I'm going to be happy. Enjoy the journey to the finish line. Celebrate all along the way. People say, I want money, I'm going to go get my money. But your habits don't give you any money. And my habit was taking me somewhere I didn't want to go. And let me tell you something now. Comfort zone is dangerous. When you're comfortable, you are at most danger. The comfort zone is somewhere you should never feel comfortable. You should be happy and satisfied. You have to make a choice. Either you're going to resort back to your old place and remain comfortable and miss the opportunity, or you're going to have to want it bad enough to get out of your comfort zone.
4, 5, 6, 7.
What would you put them through to make them tough? It probably wouldn't be a really chill life. What would you put them through to make them patient? You probably wouldn't give them things to do. So it's like we want these traits, but each of the traits has a price tag attached to it. That's just like you want to pay the price tag to get the thing. And so I think if people want to make the trade.
So embracing the suck, it really is something that you have to tell yourself. Because we don't want to embrace the suck.
1, 2,
Not even me.
3,
I don't want to embrace
4,
the suck, but
5,
it comes down
6,
to a lot, man.
7,
Like, I'm
8,
all about trying to be the best
9,
leader I can.
10.
You know, so
Pop, number 12.
To be your best
Looking
person,
good and feeling swell.
you have to find your best self. And to do that, you can't stay in a comfortable world. You have to be very, not always uncomfortable, but you got to find a spot that's not so comfortable.
You got to sit there and ask yourself, okay, what am I truly passionate about? What do I enjoy doing? And when you feel that way, honestly, you feel like you've never worked a day in your life. It's the most fun thing in the world. In the morning, you're excited about what you're doing. And you got to be really honest with yourself about it. You wake up in the morning and you're dreading going to work. You should do something else. Do something else. And those are hard decisions to make. But when you make those decisions, it's a very liberating experience. And you find out that the rewards will come.
If your life was a movie, what would the key scenes be? I think when you're looking backward, but a much better one. If your life was a movie and people were watching up to this point,
Pop, 13.
Screaming.
Get off that ass. I make these motherfuckers get it with me.
In your life, everybody has a turn back moment. You have a moment where you can go forward or you can give up. But the thing you have to keep in mind before you give up is that if you give up, the guarantee is it will never happen. That's the guarantee of quitting, that it will never happen no way under the sun. The only way the possibility remains that it can happen is if you never give up no matter what.
In order to be unbreakable, you have to be broken so many times. So many times where they cannot break you anymore.
Many times you go and you fancy the job. You're unbeatable. It's all in
Pop, 14.
Other times you go and think,
Blow it up for me.
too good for me. You've lost before you start. It's in the head. But over a period of time, you learn a little bit more about yourself because you have more experience in different circumstances. Then you find out who you really are. I found out I'm unbeatable. I can't be beat. It's impossible. You condemn me. You can damage me. You're never ever going to beat me.
He was like, champions are broken. It's like people look at champions and try and find something that champion has that they don't have. He's like, but it's not that at all. He's like, they lack what everyone else has, which is an off button. They just don't stop. At the end of the day, like if we're optimizing for outcomes, then the most broken person will win. The person who has the absolute biggest, desire for achievement, the absolute biggest fear or pain that they're running away from.
The best men are those who've been broken by life and have pulled through, have come out.
Pop, 15.
Because they
Nice and fucking clean.
by circumstances to corrupt the illusion of their strength and power. They've hit rock bottom and they've had to reach out and say, I can't cope. Men become rather glorious when that's happened to them.
What would you have them do?
Oh, dude.
What else can
Motherfuckers,
As a man, you go through things in life and you don't know why, but you just have to keep fighting. Staying in shape, staying in the gym, turning up when you really don't want to turn up. Facing your own demons every single day. That's the hardest fight, really. You have to live in your head every single day. What I need you to do, I need you to find a reason to keep going. Every human has what it takes to get past whatever they go through.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5,
And trials come to everybody. Only the strong
Have to be the best version of yourself should be lonely. The
Pop,
loneliness you feel is
16.
not
Nice and fucking.
and
Come on, gang.
indicate that you're probably on the right path. Everything in life has a true opportunity cost to it. Cutting people off, cutting things off, cutting habits off is uncomfortable. But every time I've done it, something incredible has filled that gap.
No matter what. And it's not about being 100% every single day. It's about just showing up. That's what I do.
1,
no matter what
2,
you are,
3,
no matter how I
4,
feel,
5,
I show
6, 7, 8, 9,
One more.
10.
One more. That's the mentality you
Pop
got.
out 17. Feeling oh so heavenly.
One more second. One more last. One more minute, man. Don't give up on me. Don't give up.
Hang in there, big dog. You're gonna win the fight. You know exactly what fight I'm talking about. The one that's been keeping you up every single night. The one that's been taking everything out of you every single day. The one that makes it feel like you're in 1,000 breaks. You put on your shoulders and step out of bed. I'm gonna promise you something right now, big dog. No pain lasts forever. No hard time lasts forever.
1, 2, 3,
How many things are
4,
in your life
5,
that now happens?
Yeah.
And so many times it's like, you're not like it,
Nine.
it's successful, but you know you'll find it. That's the value.
Top Pot
of all this.
18.
And to realize
They hate me
that you're more than
because they
anything
hate
that
me.
ever happened to you. And nothing will ever break you. You may feel broken, but you are not broken. Your soul, your spirit can never be broken. It's an illusion. But when you push through those horrible, horrific events, worst ones in your life, those are the most powerful things in our lives.
I know what darkness looks like. I know what it feels like to be alone with no motivation, no drive, no passion. For the first 20-some years of my life, it was just darkness. But if you are able to get up every morning, have no passion, no drive, no motivation, no shit, and still get up with that kind of fire,
2,
you will be successful in life. I guarantee you that.
6,
I became invincible in my body. Nothing can stop me. You control anything that moves. There's nothing that can break my
Pop Pop 19. Get like me.
I'm not afraid of it because I've had plenty. And now it's just time for me to say I'm tough because what does not kill you makes you stronger.
For the wretched man falls 7 times, they rise again. But the wicked stumble with calamity strikes. This is a powerful reminder that when the righteous face troubles, challenges, trials, they don't fold, they don't bend, but they rise again.
When you're thinking about giving up, don't. When it look like you ain't gonna make it, keep going. When they tell you you can't,
1,
come
2,
on, man. Who
3,
are they? When
4,
they tell you
5,
you're not gonna
6,
make it,
7,
don't believe them. You
8,
got to be
9,
Really, the hardest battle that you will fight
20.
will not be against the world.
That's Pop Pop number 20.
The voice that tells you
Y'all motherfuckers think it's funny?
holds you back.
That's 200 in the bag.
Every single one you're
We got 500 left
promise.
for you egg-headed motherfuckers
Nobody's stopping.
that don't know how to fucking count.
You cannot fucking quit. How can you beat someone who every time they go through a hard time, they get better and they get stronger instead of getting weaker and allies? How can you beat someone who looks back on all the tests that they've had and said, yeah, that wasn't shit, dude. Bring it the fuck on. It's going to be the person who has a stoic mentality who looks at it and says this, okay, all right, we'll get through it. And then the next thing happens. Well, won't do that again, and we'll get through it. You know that you know the darkness of the fucking dungeons, the fucking demons that fight. You were there. You know that there was no one there. It was you. There was no path back at 300, at 275, at 250, at 220. No, that was you. People are looking for that pound back. Where is it? Oh, I don't need it because what I've done is in the fucking unseen work. I built Frankenstein. So whenever shit gets nasty, they instinct. You need to fight. You need to push back. Do not take the easy way out. You need to train, overcome, just to get the spirits in your path.
When you run command, do you know what you have to do? You have to put yourself back together again. That's and go to work. And that's what we did.
Oh, you think darkness is our ally? You merely adopted the dark. I was born in it, molded by it. I didn't see the light until I was already a man. By then it was nothing to me but blindness.
Now you're gonna have to go through hell. Worse than any nightmare that you ever dreamed. In the end, I know you'll be the one standing.
What I've learned is to always keep going. Always. days. You know, there's been times early in my career where you just feel like this is the end. But what I've come to find out is that, you know, no matter what happens, the storm eventually ends. When the storm does end, you want to make sure that you're ready. And so I've really learned to put one foot in front of the other, good, bad, and different, because eventually that storm passes.
The bad days create the story that I'm one day going to tell myself about what I got through. Without the bad days, the story would be way more lame. There would be no glory in overcoming anything, because what did you overcome?
You have to realize you are on your own now. You have to figure out ways to move forward because you're not coming back. You are doing this to yourself. Yes, people may have helped you get there, but it's now on you. So painful truth. Painful truth. Like all those people in high school and everything else, they don't know how you end up. So you got to make sure that you constantly are rewriting your book. You have to constantly write your book every day of your life. You know, these aren't just words I say. This is how I have to live. Like, these are conversations I have with myself. And I say everywhere I go, the most important conversation when you have with yourself. You live with it every single day.
What would you say to someone who's going through a string of bad days, or weeks or bad months?
I know. You know, this is shit right now, and it's okay. But you know, there's tough moments that allow us to appreciate the good ones.
I know you got a lot going on. I know you got a lot of shit on your shoulders. You got a lot of shit on your chest. Don't stop. You can't quit now. You've come too far, man. You're stronger than you think. You made it through all the other bad days. There's only one thing you can do. You gotta change tomorrow. You gotta be better than you were today.
One,
and don't forget,
two,
your future you needs you.
Four,
past you does.
Five,
man, keep going, bro. Keep going, bro. Because Lawrence John Lennon. In the end, it's gonna be
21. You know I'm having fun.
You may be tired. You may be struggling. You may be ready to quit. That all may be true. But what you have to understand is that this is what it takes. What you're experiencing right now, what you're going through right now, is exactly what it takes to get to where you want to go. And it's exactly when you need to remind yourself that it's time to keep going. Because right here is where you separate yourself from all the people that are going to spend their days wishing they were living a life that they're not cut out for. But you are.
This is what you want to do? You come all this way, have one bad day, and you're ready to back down?
One, two,
Is it all you ever think about?
Four,
Let's face
five,
it, it's you against
six,
you out there.
seven,
So let me ask you again.
9,
Do you love this game?
10.
Do you want to be in the
Top
game?
22.
Yes!
That's what the fuck I do.
Make that happen. Never back down.
Prove it. Prove what? I'm not a mistake. If you know, there are some things, man, that start out as tough that don't end up as tough because you got stronger. And it was for you to experience it because you needed that exercise in that place.
Everybody has a turn back moment. You have a moment where you can go forward or you can give up. But the thing you have, that's the guarantee of quitting. That it will never happen, no way under the sun. The only way, the possibility remains that it can happen is if you never give up.
Top 23. Come get it with me, 23.
Use the off season to be honest with yourself and what you want to do better. We all go through that journey in your career. You know, losing sometimes can make you better, so just don't let it knock.
It happens a lot quicker than you think you move through it. And then when you look back at it, you're like, that was kind of beautiful. Everybody's got a dream. Everybody's got a goal. What's the plan? And the plan has got to have something I call the C5 complex. The plan has got to be clear, concise, compelling, consistent, and committed. You've got to have a plan. And when you do something that you're truly passionate about, there is no plan B.
You don't have to feel good about it.
Top 24.
The feeling
We're going to keep going until we can't go no more. Kobe.
You are greater than your feelings. Going to bed late and waking up early to work for a few days won't kill you. You're not going to burn out. You're doing what it takes. If you're one of those people that push work-life balance, just remember, the people who like working a lot don't care. I've never regretted trying harder at anything ever. Hard times last long, but an epic story feels like a lifetime.
It's an urge. Truth be told, every champion has felt it. Every winner give up on your dream, but you do it. You may have to take courses and classes. You may not read as fast. You might not move as quick. You might not have as much. But you
Top 25. Thank God I'm alive.
create your legacy.
Leave it all there. And then the belief in the dreams just lives forever. By the way, the best dreams in the world aren't the ones seen when sleeping. The best dreams are the ones lived.
Imagine you're on your deathbed, and standing around your deathbed are the ghosts representing your unfulfilled potential. The ghosts of the ideas you never had, and they're standing around your bed, angry, disappointed, and upset. They say, we came to you because you could have brought us to life, they say. And now we have to go to the grave together. So I ask you today, how many ghosts are going to be around your bed when your time?
Brother, you gotta make a promise to yourself. Even when it hurts, keep walking. Even when you're tired, keep working. Even when not a single soul.
Top 26.
You do enough to keep
just for fucking kicks.
As a man, you are only as strong as the promises you keep to yourself.
So you got to get out there. You got to give it everything you got, whether it's your time, your talent, your prayers, or your treasure. Because remember this, you will never see a U-Haul behind a hearse.
If you want to know something about yourself, sit on your bed one night and say to yourself, you gotta mean this, like you gotta be desperate. This is no game, this. My life is not everything I want it to be. Perhaps it's not everything that I need it to be. And you ask yourself, you sit on the bed and say, okay, man, I'm ready to learn something. Like what's one thing I'm doing wrong? That I know I'm doing wrong, that I could fix.
Top 27. Say a prayer. Up to heaven, 27.
Turn around. Face it. Man up.
You got two choices. One, you get scared, you give up, and then you burn up. And the second one, you say, fear, and you battle through it. And when you come out on the other side, I guarantee you, you're going to be stronger than you ever thought possible.
I'm working on something. I might not look good right now, but I'm working on something. I might not be impressive right now, but I'm working on something. I might not have any money right now, but I'm working on something. I may be anytime you're working on something, you gotta go through a period of suffering, and if you lose,
Top 28. Feeling good, looking great. Where's it looking good? Feeling great.
That makes situation. You move from where you are. The journey's not easy. Before you start that journey mentally, you must fuel yourself with the right reason, the right fuel to sustain the entire journey. Everyone's hot off guard. After a month or so into it, or a couple weeks into it, with the wear and tear and the grind starts to hit you, start losing focus on the horizon, beyond. You get caught away from the daily hiccups, the ups and downs, and the wear and tear. You focus on speed bumps and the daily activities, losing sight of the true purpose. When you lose sight of purpose, you get too much value on what the meaning is today. We always invest today, sacrifice today, and tomorrow's betterment. Life is not easy. It is not. Don't try to make it that way. Life's not fair. It never was. It isn't now. It won't ever be. Do not fall into the trap, the entitlement trap of feeling like you're a victim. You're not. Get over it. Get on it. Yes, most things are more rewarding.
Top 29.
My heart
Looking good and feeling fine.
Knowing what was meant for me will never miss me, and that which misses me was never meant for me. What missed you was never for you, and what is for you will never miss you.
Just remember, no matter how poorly you have performed, you're never hopeless. Keep going. Because the one thing you can be absolutely certain of is that the tables will turn. That's absolutely guaranteed.
We all fall down in life. The question is, who gets back up? Again, it's not the potential of the individual. It's not the genetics. It's the perseverance. You never see die attitude. If you constantly keep throwing shit against the wall, eventually something will stick, guys. Never give in to what you want. If you do it, though, it's hard. It's uphill battle.
Top number 30. That's 300 in the bag. We got 400 left. For you egg-headed motherfuckers.
Unbelievable.
Looking like fucking Frankenstein.
Stupid is what it is. Should never go out of our mouths. Think about it. To say, oh wow, what an unbelievable play. It was an unbelievable book, an unbelievable film, an unbelievable act of courage. Really? It may be spectacular, it may be phenomenal, most excellent.
unbelievable? Give others and yourself more credit. It just happened. You witnessed it. You just did it. Believe it.
I had so many bad days in my life. So many bad days from growing up, even now. But nobody's fucking there but David Goggins. So the more I realize this is my journey, and the more I realize, where's all my friends? They fucking nowhere around. It was you. So you better figure out who the fuck you are on this journey.
The hardest thing in life is figuring out who you are and what you want to do for the rest of your life. It's a big decision. And once you figure that out, you wake up every day and you work toward it. It's impossible for you to fail if you know who you are, what you want to do, and you wake up every day and work toward it.
We're going to make mistakes. You got to own them. Then you got to make amends. And then you got to move on. Guilt and regret kills many a man before their time. So turn the page, get off the ride. You are the author of the book.
Always believe you will continue to act as you have always acted. You will continue to get what you have always gotten. If you want different results in your life or your work, all you have to do is change your mind.
The sooner that we become less impressed with our life, with our accomplishments, with our career, with whatever that prospect is in front of us, the sooner we become less impressed and more involved with that and these things, the sooner we get a whole lot better at doing it.
When everybody leaves to go home, and there's only one light on in a building, a 15-story building. There's one office with one light on, and as those motherfuckers go from the club, they look up every day. 2 o'clock in the morning, they see that, and that fucking light's always on. That's the motherfucker right there you gotta be. You can't have feelings about, but you gotta learn to shut your feelings off if you want to achieve greatness.
All I know is this. I wanted them to say that motherfucker never quit. He never quit. No matter the odds, no matter the circumstances, no matter the situation, no matter who was against him or who was with him, that motherfucker showed up. He showed up. He showed up. He showed up to fight, to scrap, to talk. He gave himself a chance. He led the way. He set the example. That's what I wasn't saying about me when it's all said and done.
Whenever I get to a low point where I think, why do I even bother? I just remind myself, this is when most people stop, and this is why they don't win. And this relates to another one, which is a reminder for the gladiators in the arena who feel beat up and scarred with no hope in sight. Building a business is hard. Hard feels shitty. This is what hard feels like. And this is why most people can't do it, but you can.
Suffering is a test. That's all it is. Suffering is a true test of life. And so that cookie jar travels in my brain. So whenever I get put in a situation where I step out of my life for 1 second, go in the cookie jar, pull up, oh, motherfucker, you went 3 homes and finished 2. Oh, you are one badass. You are. I put it back in the cookie jar and I remember who the I really am.
It's hard when you're young to wake up in the off season at 6 a.m. to go train and work out, knowing that all your friends are sleeping in and eating pancakes. It's hard when you're on your way to practice for workouts and 2 days. It's hard to throw, catch, block, and tackle.
32.
Only to go home that night bruised,
you.
battered, and strained, but knowing you have to show up again the next day for just the chance to try again. Understand this. Life is hard.
With success in life comes more haters. Don't make them hurt your feelings. Use it for fuel. Use it for energy. In times of need, put them on the fucking mental Rolodex in your mind. And we don't want to do it. Roll through your use it for energy.
I think one of my greatest inspirations or things that I could feed off of basically was just obviously
Pop 33. Come get it with me. 30 fucking 3.
They kind of, I felt hung over my head and wanted to just prove everybody wrong. You know what I mean? I wanted to make it. And I was going to make it regardless of what anybody said.
He was tired, he had a personal problem. This is your choice. You want to put your hand there? Okay, work hard. No? Right?
Don't half-ass it. And think about it. If you're going to do something, if you've chosen to do something, whatever, it's easy, hard. If you give it your all, don't half-ass it. Win, lose, draw, get what you want, don't get what you want, whatever the outcome is. You don't have acid. At least you're not going to have to wonder.
With the so the vision I had was when Apollo Creed beat the fucking shit out of Rocky, beat the shit out of he kept fighting. He was a dumb fighter, couldn't read, couldn't fuck out me. He in a corner, everybody was saying, stay the fuck down. And he getting up. Apollo Creed.
That's why I ever heard in my life. Sometimes when you're in a dark place, you think you've been buried, but actually,
2, 3, 4,
what if I get this deal, man? How would it feel? See, we live in a society where mediocrity is often rewarded. And you know what I'm saying? Something these men detest mediocrity. And I want to be a man that detests mediocrity.
Top 35.
I just believe that.
Thank God I'm alive.
No matter who you are,
350 in the bag. Unbroken. No water breaks. All fucking gas, no water breaks. 350, champ. Light work.
That success and achievement come from overcoming adversity. And that team accomplishment far exceeds anyone's individual goals.
Why do I think people are drawn to advice? Tell me how to do hard things. Because I think any person, any human realizes that if you want some kind of good outcome, you're going to have to work hard. And if you don't work hard for something, you're not going to get an outcome that's really worth much.
The margins, guys, in life, that dictates a champion. So let's remember and not forgot. The legacy of life role models, the one that stands the test of time, I always talk about. Don't know terms like good enough. It's too hard. And they fail over and over and over again so many times that they've learned what it takes to succeed. With failure comes success, and with success comes blueprints of fundamental principles that lead to success.
But most people are lazy, and they're looking for an easy way. They're looking for a shortcut to be successful. And there aren't any. But if you do something repeatedly over and over, you develop a habit. So most people are in the habit of looking for easy ways to get the things they want. And they're surrounded by people who think the same way.
Like at a certain point, like eliminate the outcome. Stop being driven by rewards. Stop being driven by outcomes. Stop being driven by, if I get this, I'm going to do this. Just work. And if you don't get what you thought you were going to get, show up and still go to work. Because along the process, what's more important? What you acquire or who you become?
Everyone says discipline is so important, but they never want to tell you why. I'll tell you why. It's the strongest form of self-love. It's ignoring something you want right now for something better later on. Discipline reveals the commitment you have to your dreams, especially on the days that you don't want to. The future you is depending on the current you. Don't tell yourself you need to do something like that. Don't do it.
And a lot of people think what they acquire is the thing that makes them who they are. No, it's who you become in the process of chasing what you want to acquire. Right? Change expectations for appreciation. Extract the lessons and the blessings in the situations that didn't turn out the way you want them to turn out. But most importantly, man, approach it and eliminate the outcome. Right? Just go for it. Work. Go to work.
There really are only two macro level motivators that we have in life, and that's pleasure and pain. And so
350 in the bag, you got 350 left.
Okay, so if nature only gave you two things,
Woo!
pleasure and pain, why would you eliminate half of them? And so most people think that life's about avoiding the pain. I'm here to tell you right now, in a very controlled fashion, it is about really experiencing the pain, learning from it.
If you get up and just have no discipline whatsoever, you get no value of anything. Your diets don't work. My life isn't here because I went to one seminar one time, and now my life is fit for life. I work out, I train my mind, I train my body. It becomes a lifestyle.
So Ray Dalio, the most successful hedge fund manager of all time, has a perfect math equation. Pain plus reflection equals progress.
Everything that I ever did that was like a big risk was like a calling to me. Every single thing that I ever did, from getting into martial arts, I went from not doing it to doing it every day, all day, 7 days a week. It was a calling. Like I was called. It was like my my mind interfaced with whatever that was, martial arts was, and said, this is my ticket out of here.
If you don't feel the pain, you never reflect on it. So my thing is, I spend 80% of my time focused on the beautiful things in my life, the things I'm grateful for, the beautiful things that I want to bring into existence, all of it. 20% of the time, though, I'm in the darkness, man. I'm in that Tim Grover, relentless, I'm going to make this happen. I have to break myself, and I'm not afraid to lean into that because I know how powerful it is.
At the end of our life, we look back what we want to say that we've done, how badly we want it. You've got to pay a price to do that. The best pay a big price. You've got to work harder, you've got to commit more, you've got to take more responsibility, you've got to deal with more ups and downs. I failed. What have we fought? So that we can learn to pick ourselves up. I still haven't given up on me. Never.
One,
So when you fail, it's part of the process. Keep going. You're supposed to fail. So when you know that gets you right on. Every time you fail, say, whoo, got that out the way. Go to the next one. Fail again, okay, I got 2 out the way. What's gonna happen is you just keep swinging, you're gonna get a hit.
How can I work hard for something and my performance is not based upon the outcome? How can I work it, my effort, my motivation and my drive is not based upon what the product will be, but more so based upon me taking pride in what I do. And so I came up with this thing called process over product, and I firmly believe the process saved my life.
There is no secret, there is no quick fix, there is no hack, there is no path of least resistance. The quickest way for you to go
Pop 37.
where you want to be,
Say a prayer. Up to heaven 37.
And not only is it the fastest way, it's the only way in most cases to get where you're trying to go. I must work hard. I must have failures so I develop skills. And I must not quit so I can continue to push forward and other people fall off the game. You got to have hardship, backs, missteps. The only way to learn how to get up, you got to fall. The only way to learn how to get over, you got to be under. The only way to learn how to win, you got to lose. The only way to appreciate the laughter, you got to decline. You would not appreciate the sunshine if it didn't rain.
I waited a long time out in the world before I gave myself permission to fail. Bother telling the world you were ready. Show it. Do it. Never try.
Pop 38.
Never failed.
Looking good and feeling fucking great.
Try again.
Let those egghead motherfuckers hate.
Fail better.
And then they got their ass and participate.
I think the greatest fear that we face is ourselves. It's not anything that's external or anything that's superficial. I think the greatest fear you face is yourself, because we all have dreams, but it's very scary sometimes to accept the dream that you have. It's scarier still to say, okay, I want that. It's scary because you're afraid that if you put your heart and soul into it and you fail, then how are you going to feel about yourself? Right? So being fearless means putting yourself out there and going for it. No matter what, go for it.
Other than death, all failure is psychological. Think about that. Failure, this upset, this catastrophe. If you are dead, then it's just psychological. Now, this does not mean that you won't lose some battles, because you will. We all will. But it does mean that as long as you don't surrender, as long as you don't give up, as long as you don't quit, then you haven't failed.
The reason I know so much about winning is because I've had to deal with so much losing. Everybody wants to win, but in order to know how to win, you gotta know how to lose. Because you're gonna lose more than you're gonna win. But every time you lose, where you came from, after you lose, or when you get knocked down, stay down there.
Pop 39.
Understand.
I'm feeling fucking fine, and I'm aging like some fine fucking wine.
What you've done is you've learned. You've gained experience. And you're still alive. And you have memories to make. So get up and go get after it.
How did I stand up again? I was more confident. Lost again. Stood up. I was more resilient. Now you start putting the pieces that are necessary to win over and over and over again.
It's exciting when you win, it's exciting when you lose, because the process should be exactly the same. whether you win or you lose, is you go back and you look and you find things that you could have done better, find things that you've done well that worked, figure out how did they work, why did they work, and how can you make them work again. And but the hardest thing is to face that stuff.
So if you don't know how to fail, you're in the failure. I never talked about it. Because I knew the path to winning was going to be years of failure first. So I taught myself how to fail properly. No one teaches you how to fucking fail. But if you're going out insurmountable fucking odds, you better teach yourself how to fail first. Because if you sit in failure for too long,
Top number 40, Rick and Morty.
And then I would take
400 in the bag. This ain't no shorty. We got 100 left for those bitches that are feeling horny. Rick and Morty.
Even that failure is a positive. Even that failure is a positive.
I keep my bitches on a short leash.
The value of the opportunity.
Now they're gonna be on a short leash.
And you're like, okay, I'm ready to let that happen here. Lesson learned.
Before there were reasons I don't understand. I don't understand. Even if you win, what have you won opposed? Why can't you change your thinking? Everybody else does.
I'm a fighter. That's the way I'm made. I want to do something great with my life. I don't know that I can get to the mental level you have, but I think everybody here needs to know something. If you just think you're going to do something temporarily once, man, you're going to be unhappy when it's over. Being a winner is the curse. It doesn't matter how much you've won before, you're not a winner until you win again and again and again. Nothing is enough. No one understands, and you never want it to stop.
Sometimes in life, the answer is always revealed forefront. You learn the reason behind it later on. It's not even losing your win. It's easy for you. Because I paid the price. I hit failure over and over again here. So I'm mad out there, guys. Victory.
When you're on your way up, everyone roots for you because you remind them of their dreams. When you're at the top, everyone tears you down because you remind them that they gave up on them. For anyone who needs a reminder, no one is going to hate on you for doing
400 in the bag. We got 300 left. Light work,
the
champ.
decisions that you are making, from this is the hardest decision to this is the better decision. This is what's going to move me forward. This is what's going to give me what I want. When you think about it like that, it makes it a lot easier to get off your ass and go fucking do it. So yes, it is absolutely normal to not feel like doing it. There is not a single person who has ever achieved anything that you want to achieve that has felt like it every single day.
Start moving. It's not going to be a perfect plan, but you take action that moves you in a positive direction. And if it ends up being the wrong direction, that's fine. At least you've learned where not to go.
It's hard. It's frustrating. There's things that are going to happen.
400 in the bag. We got 300 left.
You're gonna have
We just finished another 50 unbroken. We got 50 more unbroken for a second set of 100 unbroken. No water breaks.
All these things are going to happen.
It goes.
First, we hit 350 unbroken. We take a small water, nothing too crazy. Then we come back for 100 more unbroken. No water breaks.
The only way to be open is you have to be a champion.
Pretty soon, we're going to be doing like 500 no water breaks just all the way through. The goal eventually is to get to 700 no water breaks just going.
You just do it there.
You know what I mean?
You're not ordinary. You just do the ordinary extra. That's it. That's what makes you separate you.
No more gray decisions in your life. It either serves the man or the woman you want to become, the business you want, the father you want to be, the wife you want to be, the mom you want to be, the leader you want to be, the business you want to have. Your actions either serve and take you towards that version of yourself.
And I'm sure if I really wanted to, I could do 700 unbroken.
You want to go to the next level. You don't
I'm not going to hurt myself, or I'm not in a rush, you know what I mean? It'll happen naturally.
You know you can and want to, and there's no gray anymore.
Eliminate the outcome. Stop being driven by reward.
One,
Stop being
two,
driven by outcome. Stop
three,
being driven by
four,
if I get this, I'm going to do this. Just work. And if you don't get what you thought you were going to get, show up and still go to work.
41.
Along the process,
Come on, gang, let's get you some.
What you acquire or who you become. And a lot of people think what they acquire is the thing that makes them who they are. No, it's who you become in the process of chasing what you want to acquire.
And here's the reality. The hardest thing in life is figuring out who you are
and what you want to do for the rest of your life. It's a big decision. And once you figure that out, you wake up every day and you work for it. That's what you do. It's impossible for you to fail if you know who you are, what you want to do, and you wake up every day and work for it.
When I seen that Bentley in the boxing gym, and I seen that Rolex, I said, I want that. And I knew what it took. So I know when my opponent is asleep,
Top
I'm out there
42.
4 to 5 in the
You
morning,
know what the fuck I do.
chopping trees, working. To this day,
One bad chapter don't define the book. You just stayed on the page too long. Flip it, bro. Flush it. Keep it pushing. Let it make you stronger. When you process it and look at it, let it make you a better person. Like he said, what's the lesson in it? What's the blessing in it? Everything we encounter carries with it a seed that's a lesson or a blessing. Now, for us to extract it, that's up to us. The perspective that we have about it, that's all on us.
If tomorrow never comes, how far would you go today? If tomorrow is not a guarantee, how far would you push? If you thought that today was your last opportunity to ever do the thing, how far would you go?
9, 10. Top 43. Get off that ass and come get it with me.
Golf clubs.
That no water break shit really works.
That whispers quality.
Especially if you're into running. You like to run long distance. You need to train without water. And get your body used to it. Because you can't sit there and carry fucking gallons of water while you're running. You get you a nice bottle. And you can find you some water stations along the way. Small amount. About less than a liter. About 16 ounces.
I want them to say, oh, it's too hard.
You're just running.
But you want to be the one that says,
You need about 16 ounces per 10 miles.
but I'm going to go out there.
Yes, you have more water sources.
Even on days that it doesn't feel right, I push myself. The only way to gain confidence in yourself is to build something. It's not to wait for it to happen.
Everything you're going through is preparing you for what you ask God for. You just got to quit tripping while you're in the process, because the process is necessary. You may not see it now, but when he gets you on the other side of it, you're going to see exactly why it went that way. And you're going to be okay with it. But tripping during the process.
Mistake are you making? The psychology is savage. I wasn't the best runner, but what I did, I found the work stretches out of my competition. I made sure they saw me running day and night. I tried to get in the fucking head.
2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Top 44. Find a towel. Find the floor. We still got 260 fucking more for you egg-headed motherfuckers that didn't finish their 3rd fucking grade.
Guarantees the fail. Once God wakes you up, that's a sign from God.
Oh!
He ain't with you. That he has something.
Yeah, that's why I always train with no water.
In store.
That's where the whole no water thing came from.
That's why you wake up every day.
Is when you're running,
because God has more for you.
You can't carry water.
And the only message I'm going to get across to people.
And if you want to go to all the good spots,
Once you change
and all the good spots to run,
your mindset,
you can only carry a little bit of water because they ain't got water out there. Now, if you want to be like everybody else and be a bitch and hang around the water because you're too scared to venture out, that's on you.
Little things, the little changes, they add up and they become big things. Change the little things, and over time, you can change your life. But if you don't change what you're doing and how you do it, nothing else will change.
When I was overweight and unhealthy, and I'd look at people on Instagram and be like, yeah, genetics, whatever. Like you would dismiss everything, but it's not. But once you start doing it yourself and you see those little gains and you get into it, you can really change.
What is the starting point?
one step at a time. Whether it's 10,000 steps or doing even a 20-minute workout, that's all people need to do to change. Because you'll start seeing results regardless of what position you're in right now.
The greatest achievement of somebody comes right after their worst defeat. When they hit rock bottom, hit the bottom of the barrel, he had nothing.
Pop 45.
Everyone's giving
Thank
up.
God.
They lost all
I'm
their
still alive. 450 in the bag. We got 250 left for you egg-headed motherfuckers looking like Frankenstein who don't know how to rhyme and don't know we got 250 more times. Let's go, champ. It's easy.
Whatever it is that you feel is not right.
That's another 100 unbroken.
It takes a long time.
No water breaks.
It takes a really long time, but it happens.
We just did 350 unbroken. We just did another 100 unbroken. I'm feeling so damn good and feels so fucking nice because the humidity's disappearing. Let's do another 50 no water breaks. That's easy. That means we did 500 push-ups with one water break.
And that is a spark of what turns
Get off that ass, champ. Do some work.
And at that time of suffering, you have to be able to go through and pull up that resume. I guarantee you it's harder than this. And that's basically what you have to go back to. But it's hard to do because in that moment of suffering, all you can think about is get the God. If you just sacrifice this summer, these next 3 months of your life, you can change the entire trajectory of your
46. I do this shit just for kicks.
Took your fucking attention as here, have fun, this and that, this entire summer, and focused it into one thing for the next 12 weeks, 3 months. If you just locked in and fucking worked on yourself, worked on your business, worked on getting in the gym, improving, your whole life could change. So you gotta take that 1 second to pull yourself out of that suffering to have a clear thought.
2,
Hard to have
3,
clear thoughts
4,
in the
5,
midst
6,
of extreme pain and suffering.
I don't want to live in a hole anymore. I'm 7, not 5 years old now. My father died.
Pop 47.
I don't want to live in a
Say a prayer.
And I'm going to do something about it.
Up to heaven, 47.
Are just dreams.
Sacrifice today. That kind of opportunity to mature into a reality, man, you're really thinking the right way. You're the person that sees the journey ahead as, yes, we still have a long way to go, but we've come a long way up to now. Most people quit because they focus on how far to go still. Never realize how far they've already come.
2,
In perspective,
4,
it's not that much further.
5,
There is no
6,
one coming to save
7,
us. There is no one to blame. There is no
9.
easy button. If you look at the most successful actors, comedians,
Pop 48. Feeling fucking great.
with a great body,
Let those motherfuckers hate.
great person.
They need to get off their ass and participate.
Incredible kids. None of it came easy. They had to put the work. No one hit a button and made it easy for them. They had to do it.
480 in the pocket. We got 20 left. One water break. 500. 350 unbroken. Plus 150 unbroken.
You can run in place all the time and never get anywhere.
Fellas, we're broken. We need to change. Most of the time, change is a good thing. I think that's what it's all about. Embracing change. Being brave. Doing whatever you have to so everyone in your life move forward then.
Oh, fuck, I took the break. I took the water break like a dumbass. Took a drink, bro. We're 20 push-ups short. That's funny as hell. That shows you unless you're locked in and you practice it, it's not really in your, you're not used to it, you know what I mean? That's just funny.
Don't waste
That's funny as hell.
Head out of the rat race and forget about the selfish things that preoccupy your existence and get back to what's important now.
To alleviate fear,
7,
you do not alleviate what causes fear.
10, 49, feeling fine.
The reaction to what causes fear. Your job is not to take away what causes fear.
That's funny. No water breaks. Motherfucker takes a water break next second.
Right? No regrets. No regrets.
We did 480. One water break.
You believe in God, the universe, your maker. You have so much.
Might be a new personal record. So that's cool. We got room to grow.
It doesn't feel like
that's good. New personal record. 480 push-ups with only one water break. We still have room to grow. We can get to 500.
Challenge yourself to look at things.
So we'll probably break a personal record next time.
Challenge yourself.
We just broke a PR. Lightwork.
4 steps ahead.
That's like the third personal record I broke this week.
Even if it's not in the world that
We've been breaking personal records all week. We're back on that shit.
You align with it. And find your positivity, find your intuition within that thing, and be obsessed about it.
You repeat that every single day. No one's catching you, man. Separate between you and second place is forever. They're never gonna close that gap. But then again, the little things you do every single day that you choose to do could be the demise. All those little tiny hiccups, a little bit of bad form, all those little things, and what adds up to the failure or success.
Stay hungry, stay foolish. It was their farewell message as they signed off. Stay hungry, stay foolish. And I've always wished that for myself.
Said hop number 50, nice and swiftly. 500 in the fucking bag. We still got 200 left.
Any opportunity given should be taken serious from this point on. Because if not, you can find yourself feeling just like this. I get down on myself at the moment I learn from it. I don't look down on those moments. You take those moments, you make the best of them, because they're life lessons.
Whole life. Scared. But you know what? Ever since my diagnosis, I sleep just fine. I came to realize it's that fear that's the worst of it. That's the real enemy. Get up. Get out of the real world.
Their own rules, live their own way, and live every day as if it's the last day. Not necessarily to waste it by being wasteful or silly, but to recognize that today is a day to be productive and constructive for yourself.
If you give it all you have, you're going to get max potential back. And then who knows what will come. That's the beautiful thing. If you don't show up, guys, you know the outcome. You never get the job, never get the part, never get the girl. If you don't show up. If you show up, you put yourself in a situation to create those opportunities. And when you show up, how hard do you go? That's the faster the opportunity will come to life for you. It's up to you guys.
If you don't want a career, today's not the day to start pursuing a career just because someone else told you to do it. If you want to learn a language, today's the day to find a way to buy a ticket to another country and learn through immersion. If you want a date, if you want to get married, if you want a business, today is the day to just go out and take one step in that direction. And as long as you just do the next thing, if the step seems like it's too big, then there's probably 2 other steps that you can do before that.
I said it before and I'll say it again. Life moves pretty fast. You don't stop and look around once in a while, you could miss it.
Just make constant progress, build momentum, move forward, and live on your own terms. That way you don't ever wake up to the regret. You only have one life. You only have one chance. If you spend it doing what other people expect you to do, you will wake up to your regret at some point.
You study for 30 minutes, now stop telling yourself that you're doing enough. In life, it's never enough until you feel this overwhelming feeling of, hey man, I'm outworking the crowd. I'm outworking everybody. I'm doing more. It's not until then, once you get there, that's when you fucking
coming to help you. A knight in shining armor isn't going to ride in and save you. You are the only one that's going to be able to save you. And all this time, you point your finger and you say, I can't do that because I was born here. Or I can't do that because I have this issue. Or I can't do that because they made fun of me. And you know what's going to happen? Nothing.
The sooner that we become less impressed with our lives, with our accomplishments, with our career, with whatever that prospect is in front of us, the sooner we become less impressed and more involved with that and these things, the sooner we get a whole lot better at doing it.
You have not, cause you ask not. This is the truest statement you'll hear me say today. Most people don't have the life of their dreams because you don't ask God for the life of your dreams. You've been trying to figure it out and handle it yourself. Well, how that's working out for you. You know how hard that is to do, man? Because I did it. I did it for 30-some years. I tried to figure it out myself.
There'll be times where you succeed and there are times that you fail. So wasting your time doubting when you become successful and not is pointless. It is. You just put one foot in front of the other. You control what you can't control. And then you see what the outcome is. Right? If you win, great. You're going to have to wake up the next day and do the journey over again. If you lose, it sucks. But you have to wake up the next day and do the journey all over again anyway. Right? So it's really pointless to sit there and debate or have doubt or this, that, and the other. You train as hard as you can. You step out there and you're like,
all I'm doing is sparking the awareness in others to go, why not? Why can't I create? Why can't I start?
Pop 51.
Why can't I be a business? Why can't
Don't
I
get you some 51.
There's so much that some people just say they can do. Let me be a spark to show how much. How many different, you don't have to do just one thing. Because I never was content with doing just 1, 2, or 3.
Granger makes it easy to find and order the products your team depends on around the clock. Because when boxes are packed, pallets are stacked, and trucks are waiting at the dock, the last thing you want is to run short on the supplies that keep your warehouse moving. Granger is there to help make sure nothing runs out when shipments are rolling out. Call 1-800-GRANGER, click Granger.com, or just stop by. Granger, the ones who get it done.
Shit. Top 52. Just for fucking you.
People say all the time now, everything in life is always changing. We have to work on change. Change is automatic, but progress is not.
When did everything start? Just about the outcome. When do we start doing stuff just to get stuff in return? And how long are we going to let our expectations govern who we are, how we feel?
1, 2,
a lot of times I feel like
3,
let go.
4,
like the more you let go, the more you have to gain
7,
all of life. And I'm not just saying it in the sense like, don't care. I'm saying don't expect.
So if you want to make
Pop 53.
then you really got to look at your life.
Get off that ass and come get it with me. 50
I gotta
fucking
take
3.
control of this process and not just hope it's going to work out like people do who make a resolution. Because really, isn't that what they're really doing at the beginning of the year? They're saying, well, here's my resolutions for the year, and they really basically tell you their wishes. It's their wish list. It's what they hope it all comes together. And then they call it a resolution, but they don't know what a resolution is. When you resolve something, to have a resolution is to resolve it. When you resolve, this is how it's going to be. That's when you cut off any possibility except the thing you've committed to.
The more we attach ourselves to our desires, the more we're victim to them. The more we're victim to the outcome. You know, you want something so bad, so bad, so bad, you start attributing that desire to who you are. You start allowing that something to become you, rather than being an expression of what you want.
Life is not easy. It is not. Don't try to make it that way. Life's not fair. It never was. It isn't now, and it won't ever be. Do not fall into the trap, the entitlement trap, of feeling like you're a victim. You are not. Get over it and get on. And yes, most things are more rewarding when you break a sweat to get them.
And so I want you guys to understand something. Winning is for the obsessed. You must be obsessed if you want to win. You must be obsessed with the goal, the journey, the outcome, the experience, the rejections, the resilience.
That guys, because what that means is these guys are no different than us. They had an idea, or they had an opportunity slapped them in the face at any given time. And if we think about it and we dissect our day,
1,
we have opportunities
2,
coming up every
3,
single day.
4,
It's our ability
5,
or inability to
6,
notice them and then to react to them.
8,
Yeah, big goals this year.
10.
But in true godless fashion.
Pop 54.
Be setbacks.
We only got 160 more. 54.
Or defeated. He pops up in my mind. Every morning I wake up and get a nice green smoothie. Get after it. This morning, I smell the kitchen thinking they ain't cooking. That big boy in my mind, he's always waiting with a knife and a fork in one hand. We must be ready for him.
We're found every moment, guys. The choices we make, our character is defined by the choice you win. Sometimes you win immediately, but always definitely.
Like, dude, working hard is not the only thing that matters. You have to work hard with this, or whether it be some sort of mission. You're gonna get burned out, bro. Like, you're gonna hate your life because it's just straight monotony with no reward. And we can go, like all of us do, and hit the rock as hard as we can every day, but once in a while we want those rocks to break. You have to be...
Pop, 55. Thank God I'm alive. 550 in the bag. We got 150 left for you egg-headed motherfuckers that don't know how to fucking count.
Used to go from the mind. Whatever you do, from the moment of waking up until the evening, whatever you do, keep the goal in the mind. This is the quickest way of making this goal become real.
Is a boy and a horse are in the woods. And the boy says to the horse, I can't see a way through. And the horse says, do you see your next step? And the boy says, yeah. And the horse says, then just take that. All of the time, we look at the goal, we look at the future, we look at the end game, we look at how long a journey it is, and we feel overwhelmed. Instead of that, just go, right, I'm not going to worry about that, because that will come. With each step, you will get closer to that. So I don't need to worry about how far away it is. All what I need to focus on right now, all I need to focus on right now is my next step.
If tomorrow never comes, how far would you go today? If tomorrow is not a guarantee, how far would you push? If you thought that today was your last opportunity to ever do the thing, how far would you go? If today was the last day you were ever going to work out, ever be able to train for a certain event, how far would you push? If you were a football player in college, this is going to be the last game you're ever going to play, how far would you go? How fast would you run? How much would you sacrifice knowing you're never going to lace it up again?
My conversation on a weekly basis is I cannot get away from who the fuck I am. Who I am is who I'm proud of. I'm very proud of the hardworking, calloused hands, calloused mind, human being that I literally made this person. With a lot of help from above, a lot of guidance from saying you're gonna go left, and you should go right. That horrible voice that wouldn't let me get away from myself and hide forever. I listened to it.
I fail to be at the pinnacle of any game. You've got to be a little bit gone to it. You've got to be almost insane to your craft. That's why I don't know about nothing else. I do not pay attention to nothing else.
And the only way you can set the example is you have to always be willing to work. I don't follow people who talk about what they used to do in life. I don't give a fuck what you used to do. I don't care that, you used to be the basketball. I don't care. What are you doing today? You may not be that person now, but what are you still doing to try to excel in life?
Rise, my warrior. You must get up. Your journey is not over. Are you willing to give up so easily? It is your journey, young warrior. Only you decide when it ends.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Top 56. Just for fucking kicks.
Things at work don't always work, but with Easy Cater, the food always does.
Kate, nothing but silence and straight hustle.
Hey, bro, I need to get back in that mode again. That mode where nothing can take off your pivot. You just put in the work every single day. And that version of you is different. You gotta tap back into it. Don't be out here playing with your potential because you one of the ones, bro. You special.
3,
And you weren't meant to be a person that could have been the one. You are the one. So I need you to get back moving, man.
One day you gotta wake up and decide, you know what? I'm back. I know I was down a little bit. I know I got comfortable, but I'm back in that moment.
Top 57.
No longer
Say a prayer.
For myself because
Up to heaven, 57.
Impact my purpose for way too long. I know I've been placed on this earth to do something great. I know I'm here for a reason, so I can no longer keep playing around with my full potential.
You forgot who the f you are, bro. You got so caught up in other people's opinions and the way the world looks at you that you forgot what got you here in the first place. Forget everybody else, bro. Forget the crowd. Forget the clubs. Forget whatever it is. You have nobody to prove anything
to accept yourself. You see this guy? Remember what he said. Nobody is going to hit as hard as life. It's not about how hard you can hit. It's about how hard you can get hit. And keep moving forward, bro.
So when you do decide to get back in that mode, you must go all in. Because you owe it to yourself for all those times that you felt like you had no purpose. You owe it to yourself for all those times that you were down at your lowest. You owe the world the most authentic version of yourself.
Pop 58. Looking good and feeling fucking great.
Do that if you get back in that mode right now.
Be fearless. Be fearless.
You can't go back once you started this damn journey. You can only go forward. You got two choices. One, you get scared, you give up. And the second one, you say, okay, fucking fear, and you barrel through it. And when you come out on the other side, I guarantee you you're going to be stronger than you ever thought possible.
Retired Navy SEAL David Goggins says he knows how to make those changes stick. Goggins is described as one of the toughest men on the planet.
The one mentality that you must have in life is that regardless of what's in front of you, you still must grind. I'll never be in the Olympics, I'll never be a professional athlete, but still I grind. I fail at most things I do, but still I grind. I don't want to do half that I do, but still I grind. And that one day, you see me down a dark alley, running at 1 o'clock in the morning, on one thing. I was grinding.
They want this to be easy. They want it to be quick. They want it to be painless. There's nothing easy, quick, and painless about being fucking great at building anything in life, creating anything in life, becoming anything in life. This is why it's so important to build yourself into someone who can execute regardless of what your mood is, regardless of what your circumstances is. If you can become the kind of person that cannot be
Pop 59, looking good and feeling fine.
How can anyone beat that? Who can stop that? The only thing that can stop that is your own death or God.
As you all know, it's a hot motherfucker. Nice heat wave. Today I was running, and this guy passes me in the car. And the guy comes back around, looks at me, he pulls his car by me and says, "Why the fuck are you out here?" I said, "Because you're not." Sometimes your motivation needs to be because no one else wants to fucking do it. We need doctors. We need fucking lawyers. We also need fucking savages.
And anybody that wins at the highest level, that's how they operate. It might not be healthy. It might not be what most people want. It certainly isn't balanced, but it's the real story. Real motherfuckers are obsessed with what they do. The people who win the biggest are obsessed. I'm just telling you what it is. You don't have to do it. I'm not saying you got to do it. I'm not saying it's for you. I'm saying what it actually takes.
Life is always giving you a test, trying to give you a way out, trying to give you an excuse not to show up. This is my excuse today. You gotta have the mentality to show up every fucking day of your life. Right, what life goes at you. It's our responsibility to go to the sea of life, prepare for fucking battle. I don't care what you're going through, what's going at you. Sure, it's going to find you 100%.
Pop number 60, feeling mixy. 600 in the fucking bag. We got 100 left.
He showed up to fight. Just try to close. He gave himself a chance.
They think you're soft, homie. They think you're weak. They don't respect you. They look at you and they see fear. They see mediocrity. You're the one they point and laugh at. And it's been like this for so fucking long. It's about time you flip that switch. You got two choices in this life. You either accept the cards you've been dealt and let life beat the shit out of you. You dig your heels in and you fight the back. You've been complacent for too long, bro. Lace them up, put the gloves on and start swinging back.
When that alarm clock goes off at 4 or 5 in the morning, your mind says no. You just say, this is what we do. This is what we do now. Because to get to where you want to go, the amount of pain involved, I'm not saying physical, I'm not saying you got to break yourself off. The amount of mental pain of how many times you're going to have to do something that you don't want to do to get to where you want to go. There's going to be more time.
And when I say being a high achieving person, even if you're not yet, that's what you want to be. It's hard. But if you don't go through it, you're not going to get better. You have to understand that anybody who's ever gotten better, anybody who's ever created, anybody who's ever built, anybody who's ever been something that you've looked up to, has gone through these hard times without quitting.
The thing they don't tell you is the long way is the shortcut, because the shortcut never gets you there. And so people quit when things get hard because the thought of things being hard forever feels unbearable. But that's a lie, because nothing's hard forever. You either quit, it gets easier, or you get harder. But no matter what, the hard always ends. And the only way you lose is if you quit before seeing it through. So what I try to tell myself when I'm in those kind of harder times is this is for now, not forever.
There's people that train to compete, there's people that train to win, and then there's people that train to dominate, to be the greatest of all time. There's a different mindset. There's a never satisfied, always improving mindset. That
I'm telling you, I always talk about nothing's permanent. Nothing is permanent. And a lot of times you have to learn to perform without motivation. You have to learn to perform without purpose. You have to learn to perform a lot of different things. You have to be your best self when you're least motivated. You have to have these different things in your mind on where you want to go and know that motivation is not going to get me there.
It's soft, brother. Soft and light.
In order to be unbreakable, you have to be broken so many times.
That's right.
So many times where they cannot break you anymore.
Kill the boy and let the man be born.
How can you beat someone who cannot fucking quit? How can you beat someone who every time they go through a hard time, they get better and they get stronger instead of getting weaker and getting demoralized? How can you beat someone who looks back on all the tests that they've had and say, yeah, that was shit, dude. Bring it the fuck on.
That's a lesson that people need to hear and learn. It's so important because everybody just wants to be comfortable. Everybody wants to sit on the couch. I don't want to go outside. It's cold. I don't want to do this. It's hot. Like, you've got to do things that you don't want to do because you show your body that your mind is the boss. Your mind is telling your body what to do, and then you have control.
But the biggest key to success in anything you do is you got to have an unlimited supply of fucking fuck you. This drive, this passion, and it may come from nothing. Like, for me, there was no passion, no drive, no nothing. But I had this fire that I'm going to be somebody. And it has to be there because on all those bad days, all those days you don't want to do shit, you have to be your own motivator, your own coach, your own trainer, your own everything.
Go post, turn that phone off, forget the crowd, and lock the fuck in. Because God is calling upon you to win.
You gotta do it alone. You gotta do it broken. You gotta do it scared.
Pop 61 just for fun.
What's going to happen? You gotta do it when you don't feel like it. You gotta do it even when you're nervous. You gotta do it even when you don't have the answers, because you'll figure it out as you go. You know, that's the secret to manhood. That's the secret to life. No matter who you are, you'll figure it out as you go through this life.
4 words that'll change your life. I do it anyways. Tired? I do it anyways. No support? I do it anyways. Scared? I do it anyways. Afraid of failure? I do it anyways. Fear of rejection? I do it anyways. You don't build an amazing life or business or relationship by waiting for the perfect moment. You do it by showing up every day, regardless of how you feel. You do it anyways.
We're all looking for this story and purpose. Is it this? Is it it making money? Is it my family? Motherfucker, you won't walk around all day knowing that you could, but you didn't. You have to learn how to get up and do shit when you ain't got no fucking 5K, no 10K, nothing. Nothing exists. Your life fucking sucks. You're in the fucking dungeon. But guess what, motherfucker? I'm still going to get it.
Failure, this upset. If you aren't dead, then it's just psychological. It's in your head. Now, this does not mean that you won't lose some battles, because you will. You all will. But it does mean that as long as you don't surrender, as long as you don't give up, as long as you don't quit, then you will.
So I saw that
Pop 63. Come get it with me.
No grave that can hold us down, motherfucker. Right now in life, your family's looking for that one guy right now. You're looking for that one guy who's strong, who's that pillar for the family in hard times. Make sure they look around. They look around and find you. These are the times right now for you to step up. Be that guy that can take anything. Stay hard.
There's people out there that are just working harder than everybody else, and they're gonna keep doing it, and that's their grind. Hey, do you really want to be a champion? Why? Because you just want to be cool. You want to be the coolest guy on the block. You're not gonna win. You gotta find some fucking psychopath who just lives it. And it's their whole life.
I worked myself so hard that I turned a person this up into this motherfucker right here. Not off of reading a fucking book off of theorists, off of going to work on myself and saying, I don't know how to do this, but I know that to get over there that inside, I gotta grind myself into a fine powder. And I did it.
I'm at the point in my life right now where I'm just locking in. I can't keep worrying about distractions and things that ain't serving my purpose. Because everything I do now depends on how my future looks. So I'm locked in.
So let's put the new Mr. Clean Shower and Tub Scrubber to the. It's an all-in-one cleaner that uses magic erasers with Dawn soap built in, so you can actually see the foam.
2,
Whoa, it's just powered through that.
5, 6.
What about grimy tile and grout? Can you clean these awkward spots? Boom. Twist the head and erase. Okay, I'm in
Pop 64. We still got 60 more.
Go try the Mr. Clean Shower and Tub Scrubber and see for yourself.
When's the last time a getaway took your breath away? Colorado.
There you go. Apartments.com, the place to list a place.
Because your only easy day was yesterday. That's gone. Tomorrow, we don't have any idea what's going to show up. You got one day down here, man. You wake up, you give it everything you got. Everything you got. Everything you're going to need for your day is probably around you. The further you go away from it, the further you go away from your day. And don't try to carry one of them suckers. They're too heavy. Let the day carry you. And whatever you run into, man, run into it and give it all you got.
Hey, bro, can you just promise me one thing, bro? Promise me that for the next 6 months, you'll give it your all.
2, 3,
No averageness, no laziness, no excuses.
6,
Pure effort. Because truth be told, that's all that you need. It's just effort. You just hold in, block out the noise, get off the ground.
Pop 65. Thank God I'm alive. 650 in the bag. We only got 50 left.
In business or any endeavor in life, until that fight you just went through is applied to the same endeavor. It's too fucking hard of a world out there. If you're trying to lose weight for the girls on the beach, like you just said, it's never going to be successful. Think of that, guys. You guys are saying you're doing everything right. You're giving your all. Come on. Come on. Your all's a lot more than you know. You got more inside of you to give. Stop selling yourself so short.
Judge yourself against no one but yourself. You're racing against no one but yourself. And when you continuously think that when you compare yourself to other people, you are losing the race. Like this race is you against you, man. Worry about yourself, worry about what you're doing, and worry about where you're going, and only where you're going. You yourself.
You get all you have, you're going to get max potential back. And then who knows what will come. That's the beautiful thing. You don't show up, guys, you know the outcome. You never get the job, never get the part, never get the girl. If you don't show up. If you show up, you put yourself in a situation to create those opportunities. And when you show up, how hard do you go?
Who do I see? I see Kobe Bryant, already worked out. So I worked out for a good hour and a half. And when I came off, after I was done that, so after the news, I'm like, hey, Kobe, like, why were you in the gym for so long? He's like, because I saw you come in. That it doesn't matter how hard you work, that I'm willing to work harder.
I think the best way to prove your value is to work. It's to learn. It's to absorb.
3, 4,
to be a sponge.
5, 6.
You always want to outwork your potential.
9.
As hard as you believe you can work.
Pop 66. Just for fucking kicks.
1,093 times before successful. 1,093 times. When the hell have you ever tried something more than 10 times before you throw in the towel? I can't say I have. This guy did. And why? That was what he wanted. How was it nourished? Failure. Everything failed in his life. So when it failed 1,000 times, like, hey man, that's an average day. It always
always fails. I keep on going, but eventually got smarter and quicker. That failure made more and more successful, getting closer and closer and closer. And finally, the light bulb clicked.
You have to have a plan, and you have to spend all your waking hours outside of whatever job you do, planning your escape. And you have to come to the realization very clearly that you fucked up and you got yourself stuck. So whatever you're doing, you have to do it like your life depends on it.
Pop, 6, 7.
They're talking about how you can't fake bravery. Because if you do a thing, in spite of being scared of doing the thing, that is bravery. There's no such thing as fake bravery. Like if you do the thing and you're scared, that's bravery. If you don't do the thing and you weren't scared, that's not bravery, right? Same thing goes for discipline. Doing the thing in spite of not wanting to do the thing is discipline.
So you got to make sure that you constantly are rewriting your book. You have to constantly rewrite your book every day of your life. You know, and these aren't just words I say, this is how I have to live. Like, these are conversations I have with myself. And I say it everywhere I go. The most important conversation that you have with yourself. You live with it every single day.
What will you tomorrow want you today to do? You tomorrow want you to promise yourself.
Pop, 68.
Why discipline?
Woo! I'm feeling
They say, oh, it's okay, brother. Take the day off, go get a pizza and watch the game. But no, bro, get your fucking shit on, man. Stop being a punk. We don't want that in our lives. We don't want that person who's constantly challenging our weaknesses. We want that person constantly, making us feel nice and good and secure in ours. That's the mediocrity. We want to be the best amongst the average people.
Those days when I'm tired or worn out or just basically sick of the grind. What do I do on those days? I go anyways. I get it done, and even if I'm just going through the motions, I go through the motions.
A lot of guys who graduate blood, graduate this, graduate that, they get comfortable. They wonder why I'm getting weak, man. I don't know, I lost my edge. What's going on? Once you hit the top of the fucking mountain, guess what happened? I'm good, so you wonder why you're falling down now.
Every day I feel like eating. But I don't have days where I don't feel like it because I'm counting on me. I don't have days to wait.
Know that there's someone out there that's willing to forgo personal desires and comforts. Forgo sleep. Forgo whatever it takes to be better, to be the best. In life, a lot of times, we always have that person out there. You make sure to think about that person. You make sure they put a name and face to it. You make sure they name and face is yours. You do the hustle.
It's really the person who can do that for the longest
time.
Pop,
69, feeling fine.
It's just that it's amounting to a much bigger mountain. And so, like, if you want to do big, it takes a way longer period of time because the easy bit, the little hills, everyone conquers really quickly. There's so much opportunity on the other side of being willing to persist for an extended period of time on the correct.
All those times, hours, days, you sacrifice to be the best.
And the longer you can stick with something without that positive feedback, which in terms of the big external thing, the easier the opportunities are because so few people pursue.
There are no solutions, only trade-offs. What's that mean to you?
That you're never going to completely solve anything in your life or in the world, and there's always going to be compromises that you have to make. And if you aren't willing to make those compromises, or you don't keep your mind open for those compromises, you're going to run into some real problems. But if you look at it in the fact that you like put a little more effort over here, it's going to take away from some effort over there. You can't just do everything at once. Yeah, no solutions, only trade-offs.
You go out to get some more miles. Yesterday, I did 50K, down to do nice 50 miles. Race for like a day, at mile 60 and 70.
Pop, number 70. Feeling so heavenly. 700 in the fucking bag.
You have to take chances in life.
We got 0 left. No half rep bullshit like some of these other jokers already know. Okay. Take those half rep motherfuckers, bro. Talking about I did 10,000 push-ups. Bro, the motherfuckers doing 10,000, they don't even do a half rep. They do a quarter rep. Motherfuckers full of shit.